So today I just wanted to go over a technique that I use often to prevent the premature death of my trail running shoes. Now, I run in very technical trails and I'm often off trail. So my upper gets beat up quite a bit. And I find that most uppers on trail running shoes will, after a while, give up, sometimes well before the midsole and definitely before the outsole. So basically, what I like to do is just slightly reinforce the upper in some problematic areas. Now, I don't want to reinforce the entire upper of my shoe because the upper does have a very critical job of staying breathable. I don't want my feet to get too hot and sweaty or I'm going to get blisters. So I have with me a pair of very well loved shoes. I think I got over 8 months ago, but as you can see right here, I have definitely blown out that little toe area of the upper. And it's so bad that if I stick my finger in it, I think you can see my finger come through. So now I run the risk of if I use this shoe outside, I might damage my sock or even my little toe. I'm not too peeved that this happened to this shoe just because the shoe is so old. It had a great life and the whole shoe is kind of falling apart anyways. But I've had instances of newer shoes develop a hole in the same area well before the rest of the shoe's time has come. And then I'm left with a problem. Like, do I throw the shoe away or do I try to fix it or what do you do? And I've come to the conclusion that the best thing you do for this problem is preventing it from happening altogether. What I do is I like to reinforce the areas of the uppers of my shoes where I'm finding those problems. So I use a product called SeamGrip. And this is a product that was developed to help waterproof things like tents or repair rain jackets, but it also does a really great job at just reinforcing something like the upper of the shoe. And I like using this stuff more than maybe another product you might know called shoe goo. This product is actually less viscous than shoe goo. And that means it'll actually kind of get into the little pores, little crevices, little holes of your upper and actually sit inside the upper rather than just be on the surface. And we look at the shoe that we're having the problem with, it actually is made of like this mesh material. It's very porous, it's very breathable. And that's a great thing. I like breathable uppers. It's going to take that seam grip really well. It's going to allow that seam grip to kind of absorb in, dry, and we'll have a much more durable surface once we're done. So the process of applying the seam grip to our shoe is super easy. I'm going to walk you through it. So the first thing you're going to want is some SeamGrip WP. There's a few different formulas of SeamGrip. Get the WP. So the SeamGrip gets kind of everywhere, and I like to use some nitrile gloves when handling it. So grab a pair of nitrile gloves. And the last thing you want to grab is rubbing alcohol and a rag to apply it. This repair works best if your shoes are nice and clean. The best thing you do is have a brand new pair of shoes to do this preventative intervention. But if you've been wearing the shoes a little bit, just make sure that the upper is super, super clean. If there's any dirt or debris, the seam grip just isn't going to stick to the upper quite as well. Okay, let's transfer to my work area and get started. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is put some gloves on so I don't get that seam grip all over me. Okay, gloves are on. And here is our patient right here. And this is the area I want to work on. This is just where my little toe kind of sticks out and it hits rock and debris that's on the trail or maybe talus that I'm walking through. And eventually, after months and months, we'll develop a hole. So all I want to do is apply seam grip to this area. Now, of course, I have that other shoe that had the damage already. And what we can do is we can just double check and I can be like, okay, yeah, there is where I see damage. So I want to make sure that it's just in this area. So on this shoe, it's where the L, the A is, all the way kind of into where that red kind of graphic is. I just want to make sure that this is covered in a thin coating of seam grip. Now you don't want to use too much seam grip. It's just not going to work as well. There's no reason to use a thick layer. We want the layer to kind of be embedded into the upper of our shoe. So now that we kind of have the area, let's go to our new pair and just double check just right there. We're just going to apply it right there. All right, I'm going to grab some SeamGrip. And as I mentioned, if you have like a pair of shoes that has been worn at all, I do encourage you just to take some rubbing alcohol and cleaning the upper just a little bit, just so you get a lot of the dirt and debris off. But as you can see, this is a brand spanking new pair of shoes, and I'm going to skip that step for now, but a little rubbing alcohol goes a long way. Just let it dry a couple minutes so it's dry to the touch. You don't want the alcohol mixing with the seam grip. The seam grip just isn't going to cure as well. So I got my seam grip here. I'm just going to start applying it. Let's see. I'm going to kind of make a line where like that's going to be the border right there. I don't want to go anywhere past where I just put the seam grip. And then I'm going to put a little blotch in the middle, put the seam grip down, and just kind of start rubbing. So again, we don't need a lot of seam grip, just a little. So it kind of reinforces the upper I already have. All right, I'll put a little bit more. Of course, this is a little bit hard to see because everything is so shiny. All right, let's get a little bit more there. And of course, I like the gloves too because then I can use my finger as the tool to manipulate the seam grip itself. Again, I don't like this getting this stuff on my bare hands. It sticks really freaking well, and it's impossible to get off. So I'm right to the edge of the midsole. All right, lovely. So that's it. So you can barely see that I applied it. We're just gonna let this dry overnight, and this will be ready to run in. And while I'm here, I might as well just do the other foot. So I want it from basically the red graphic to the V maybe. So again, we're gonna kind of outline it. Yeah, something like that, and then kind of fill it in. I'll do a blop and just rub right, right to the edge of our midsole to that red graphic. Make sure it's just a thin, even layer with no kind of holes. There we go. I have a good idea where the seam grip is just from the reflection, the shininess of where I applied the seam grip. I'm going to put a little bit more in the front there. And again, just manipulate the seam grip with my finger. All right, there we go. It's barely on the surface. It's been kind of embedded in our upper rather than being on top. All right, cool, all done. Let's go back to the main camera. All right, that took about a minute to do some preventative intervention maintenance on my brand new shoes. And hopefully that will prevent some premature wear and tear on my shoes from all the technical trails that I love to bomb down. That's all I got for you today. Till I see you again, long may you range.